Let's blow something up.
In 1997, Running with Scissors, an independent group at the time, would team up with Ripcord Interactive to release their first ever title. It was called Postal. It was a huge hit with fans far and wide, but it wasn't a huge hit with the general public and the United States Postal Service, who sued in terms of libel. The case would be laughed out of the courtroom in 2003 with prejudice, which led Running with Scissors to release their smash hit, Postal 2. Gone were the days of the psychedelic horror that was the original game, and in came the cat silencers and that petition that you had to get people to sign.
Are you going to sign this, or will it be your surviving family members? Okay.
But in 2016, Running with Scissors returned to their old roots, especially after recovering from the damages of Postal 3, which almost made Running with Scissors at the time go bankrupt. However, they had a trick up their sleeve and released Postal 2 Paradise Lost in 2015 to an amassed success. Being that it was Steam exclusive and Postal 2 had successfully gotten that Steam greenlight, the game still survives even today with the 20th anniversary update. In 2016, however, Running with Scissors went back to their old roots and made Postal Redux. In Redux, everything is improved, from the graphics to the artwork to even the voice lines, voiced by the man himself, Rick Hunter.
Death is my master.
Death is my master.
The gameplay is still pretty much the same as it was back in 1997. You take care of the hostiles and try to get out of there as fast as possible. Except this time around, they managed to get a new system for moving to the next level. Rather than press F1, you actually just go to the exit. This is way more convenient because the last time I played the first Postal, well really my first time, I was really stumped on how to move on. Then I accidentally hit Q and killed my character. Oops. The most notorious change in Postal Redux would have to be the new level, the Carnival. Basically, it's just as it says. You go postal in a carnival. There is an option in the menu to be one of the clowns, or you could just be the dude. Though what might have gotten a huge laugh out of me was the secret character that they crammed in by entering a cheat code. This cheat code won't disable achievements, so you're safe to enter it and still be able to play the game and get all the achievements you want on Steam and PlayStation. The code is "My name is not important." And if you already figured out where I'm going with this, you basically get to play as the main character from Hatred. The game I thought Running with Scissors would sue over, but it seems they're all buddy-buddy. Cool. The game even has special effects. These special effects range from pixels to laser tag-like graphics to even the color palette of Hatred, which we just talked about already. So if you want to goof around in the game or make it look like a Game Boy game, why would you? There's always a special feature for that. It's pretty weird, but at the same time, it's a pretty cool feature. One that especially isn't done a lot in video games. So I gotta commend them for adding this in Redux. Don't sleep on the multiplayer, is what I'd say if there actually was multiplayer. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be stuck on the loading screen, and that rare 1% is just that.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
So you're probably just better off playing the campaign mode and the rampage mode, which is what I have yet to discuss. Campaign is basically the original game, And Rampage is basically you kill anything in your sight just so you can get a multiplier score. It's not like the original Postal where it has those missions and whatnot, or really just those little mini levels. It's just Postal, but harder. Despite all that, the most notorious change would have to be the ending of the game. I wonder why. Thankfully, to the collective sigh of relief of everyone, the Postal Dude does not kill any kids at this cutscene in the 97 cut. This is merely just a hallucination of his, which makes him break down, and then we get the real ending. However, this definitely would not bode with anyone in today's terms, so Running with Scissors had to have done something. And they did. And it's a better ending. I'm not even going to show it because that's just a fucking spoiler. I'm not that kind of guy. But I will assure you yet again that it is not what you think it is. It is not the school, it is something different. However, we all probably know the other ending. Locked up in an asylum, no triumph, no sense of victory, just a medical explanation. All the while, Corey Cruz gets his chance in the spotlight yet again.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, go postal. Tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. In the end, our subject has displayed all the classic symptoms of paranoid delusions. We may never know exactly what set him off, but rest assured, we will have plenty of time to study him.
And after the disaster that was Postal 3, personally, I think Corey deserves an encore like this. Overall, the game is pretty okay. It's got its flaws, but it's still a pretty solid game. We give Postal Redux for PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC 7.5 out of 10. This is what happens to a man when you don't sign his petition. Late.